you for tuning in. It is Fishing with Dom, and I am here to show you today how to rig a basic slip bobber. Now let's start off right and show you what we need. You need a slip bobber. I have this Thill just chilling in my tackle box. These are the ones I have mostly of because they glow in the dark, and these work for a lot of the presentations that I use and methods that I fish with, whether it be trout, catfish, or walleye. Then I have, you might be able to see that, a little bead, and then I have my bobber stop. Now let's get going from there. You're going to take the end of your line, absolute end of your line. The first thing you do is you take your bobber stop and you thread your line through that plastic straw that bobber stop is threaded onto. It's going to look like that. Now afterwards that happens, you're going to hold the line and that plastic straw it comes on, and you are just going to pull that straw through down to the end of your line, leaving the knot on your main line. And what you'll do from here, just so it doesn't, slide off and cause another headache, you're going just to clinch it on right there, move it up a couple inches, and let it sit for the meantime. Now next, we go back to the end of our line after the plastic straw has been removed, and we take the bead. And then this step is quite simple. You just thread that bead onto the line. So your so far your progress looks like this. You have your thread at the tippy top, and then you have a bead. Now the bead's purpose is just so that there's a space and little catcher between the bobber and the thread to where that thread won't go through the main pilot hole in the slip bobber. And then after that, here's what we do. We take our float of choice, and I will put the main line down in there, and what you do, you're just gonna grab an inch or two and slowly glide it down in there until it comes out. This can be a little difficult with some smaller size monofilaments, but then after that, boom, that's what you have. That's what you got. We are looking crispy clean. Then, just to take some hassle out of it, you add on your split shot weight to help get your bait down there a little faster. This is crucially important if you're fishing in current. Now you'll put it on the line, bite down, and boom. There you go. You will be able to fish at different depths, whatever you adjust it to. And, shoot, let me adjust it down so we can get all this in the frame. Just like that, there she is. You have your split shot, your slip float that can slide, your bead, and then your knot. And you could adjust this knot to have your bait presentation sitting, 3 foot under the water surface or even 35 feet under the water surface. All it takes is a simple adjustment like that, and because it's a small thread, if you choose to, you don't have to, but you can trim these tag ends with a little pair of scissors or fingernail clippers and take it into your reel and still be able to cast and put the presentation exactly where you want to be able to. That's one of the best parts and reasons to fish a slip bobber. A lot of people who might be new to fishing might be asking, why do I need to fish like this? Why can't I just use a regular red and white clip-on bobber? Well, the reasons are this. Because of the slender design, slip bobbers allow you to detect when a subtle bite is taking place. Because there's not too much water displacement going on, if a fish is barely pulling it down, it's going to go down under the water surface a lot easier than a spherical red and white bobber. And now as far as your line care and line management goes, the slip bobber allows you a lot less wear and tear compared to those springy clamps that typical red and white bobber will have. But other than that, you're all situated. You can adjust different depths compared to a red and white bobber where you can't do that as easy. Fishing a leech for walleye 50 foot under a red and white clip-on bobber, it's virtually impossible. You're not going to be able to cast it. With this, you're going to be able to cast it no problem. And then, end of the line, you can put a typical hook with a little chunk of bait on there, a tiny jig of some sort, whatever you want to fish with. It doesn't matter. But this is how you rig a slip-on float. And I hope you enjoyed the video. thanks to all my supporters. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you have any ideas for videos, please leave a suggestion in the comments spot. Take care, and thank you for watching Fishing with Dom. Bye-bye.